Now, it was proper that Christ be the one that could die and his blood could wash away the whole world's sin. Now, let's follow me. Let's look at this. You see a river. Okay, let me give this instance now. In my state, Delta State, there's a particular river we call River Ethiop. Now, this River Ethiop, its source, if you go to a place called Umuaja, also in Delta State, there is a tree. You start seeing that the water is flowing from beneath the tree. The water is flowing from beneath the tree. And that river now travels, I think, over 2 to 3 local governments. It travels. And now, my community happened to be one of the places travel across, the place called Eku. Now, in the river in my community, I would notice when you stand and begin to observe, you will observe that the water keeps flowing. It flows from the direction of the Umuaja and it flows towards the other direction. Now look at that flow, it is constant. That water keeps flowing. But notice the river does not get dry. So even though the river there is a flow is happening, but the river is still constantly filled up. Why? Because the source is still supplying it. Because the source is still active. Now look at, if you now wake up one day and decide to go and shut down the source and said, no, let's close this source down, and you happen to find a way to shut it down, you will notice because of the continuous flow of the water, the rest river will dry up. So what that means is that if you can kill the source, then every other thing that pertains from that root, they will all die. So the Bible says that everything was created by Christ. Say without him was nothing made. So Jesus being the one that created everything, being the source of human, being the source of creativity, that is the source of man himself. It means that if Jesus should die, his death could now rub off on everything that he created because he is their source. So he became the only one that could die, and that effect would rub off anything at all. So that was one of the reasons why he was the perfect sacrifice. It was his only death. It is only through killing him that you could kill every creature. Because the Bible said the wages of sin is death. So when he died, every man died. Because he is the source of mankind. Mankind came out of him. He produced mankind. So it was only his death that could complement the death of everyone. So Jesus was the perfect sacrifice because he was God